That's putting in deep chocolate. Sweet as the juice. The neuromelanin. The neuromelanin. Not the melanin. Oh, not melanated deep. The neuromelanin. He really does get so off. Simba really does get off the go. He gets all the Nyla's on that makes sense, yeah.
Alright, y'all, we good. We on here. Cool. I had to, you know.
But the Nyla
So look.
pin him down. The Nyla pin him down like already.
Motherfuckers pulling up.
You didn't watch it.
We at Welcome All Park. If you in Atlanta, pull up. We at Welcome All Park. Look, alright, y'all. So listen. So basically, let me do this the right way. Peace, God. Yeah, we at Welcome All Park. We in Atlanta at Welcome All Park if y'all want to pull up. But if you're not at Welcome, if you're not in Atlanta, don't worry about it. I'm just saying the people that's in Atlanta, we deep as fuck. People pull it up like, yeah, the guys just pull it up. We out here. Peace, God, what it do? So look, we finna talk about Queen Elizabeth though.
Why'd you stop, guys? That was beautiful.
So I know everybody has heard what has happened recently with Queen Elizabeth. Peace, Cosmic Reflection. I'm finna get this live real quick. I'm giving this little quick lecture real quick, God. Alright, so basically everybody see what's going on with Queen Elizabeth. She was pronounced dead yesterday. Let them tell it. Okay, let them tell it. Alright. Now, I was telling many of y'all that this was, I forget what lecture it was, but I was speaking about how important 2/22/22 was yesterday. This is why I elected to put an album out that day and do a meet and greet that day. I've been telling y'all about 2/22/22 since maybe about a month now, right? And I told y'all, I said, hey, understand that the elites, they are aware of, remember, time isn't real. So they have set up their they have set up their dates and times based upon our energy cycles. All right, we have energy cycles, okay? So they have set up their dates and times around our energy cycles. You feel me? We out here, y'all. We out here. But we out here. All right, so they have set up their dates and times around energy cycles, okay? Peace, God, body. Giving this lecture on live real quick. Peace, God, about what happened with Queen Elizabeth. Peace, God, how you doing? So I was telling y'all about Queen Elizabeth, and I was letting y'all know that been telling y'all that the Queen she jumps bodies. Everybody in the royal family are body jumpers. They are body snatchers. All right. So what is a body snatcher? A body snatcher is anytime you have an extraterrestrial race that invades a foreign planet, and they are able to take on the shape of or the avatar of beings on that planet, of the indigenous beings to that planet. So on this planet, you need one of these type of bodies full of neuromelanin to move around, because the atmosphere will kill you if you don't. See, this neuromelanin protects us. What they call black, and you so black, the darker it protects you. That's strength. It's a prerequisite of being able to move around on this realm known as Earth or Planet Kai. Okay. Now, human beings, due to the fact that they aren't from this environment, this is the real reason why the sun fucks y'all up, because your avatar lacks the neuromelanin, which is what's a prerequisite of what's needed to walk around in this atmosphere. So the human being race, literally, you would have been left of spontaneous combustion if it wasn't no Anunnaki gods here. So if it was no gods and goddesses on this realm, human beings can't be here at all neither. Okay? It works both ways. If there's no Anunnaki gods and goddesses, motherfuckers pulling up. Kai, what's up, sis? So basically, you gotta have to understand that to understand what a body snatcher is, okay? why I'm talking about body snatchers and conscious transferal. All right, so the conscious is in the soul, literally, but at the same time, if you have a spirit, you still have a form of consciousness. It's just a synthetic version of consciousness. So human beings, because they lack a soul, they don't have a pure consciousness. They have a synthetic form, but they live through the spirit. So they are still a being. They are still energy. They are still electricity. All right. So now that's a human being. So to be on planet Kai and to be able to live off all of her abundance that's here naturally and to be able to connect with it, communicate with it, you need neuromelanin. Anything without neuromelanin will die. All right. So literally, if a human being was to stay in the sun long enough, they eventually would leave. They would die. They would transcend. Okay, or die. Human beings die. They the only thing that die on the planet is human beings. Everything else transcends. Okay, so what's the difference between transcending and death? Okay, death means one and done, it's over with. So human beings being 6 ether beings, having 2 series of DNA, all right, being from the 6th universe, okay, they don't have a soul. The soul is what makes you immortal. So this is what immortal, all right, is. Mortal is when you don't have a soul. Okay? Animals have souls and spirits, so they are immortal. They'll never die, but they will transcend. Gods, we have soul and spirit, so we will never die. We can only transcend. All right. Just keep listening to me, God. Let me pin your comment. Shout out to C. Jones who said I thought energy couldn't die. It can't. Energy doesn't die. The way I'm saying it, you probably perceiving it wrong, but energy never dies. Okay. But human beings, though, young guy, C. Jones, shout out to you. Human beings, God, they don't have a soul. All right. So they have electricity. Right. So they have a weakened form of electricity at that. It's not the power. It's a synthetic form. I might have said synthetic form of energy. They have a synthetic form of electricity. So, a human being only has one life. One life. All right. When they hear. That's it. It's over with. All right. There's no going on to other realms and realities. Peace, God, peace, reflection. Giving this download on live real quick. Definitely see we got the God out here.
I said y'all continue to be great and move in greatness at all times.
Definitely. So I say definitely. So So now human beings, right? Hear me, vibe with me. Human beings, right? They have electricity. But they are single-celled organisms. So what's single-celled? That means they only live once, y'all. Let's keep saying it. We at Welcome All Park on the south side. Y'all know I'm south side, baby, when I'm in the A. I'm on the south side with it. I ain't hard to find. I'm in these streets. You hear me? But check it out though. The motherfuckers pulling up. Like whoever watching the lives, y'all literally pulling up. I know y'all ain't. Everybody didn't even say he's pulling up like they pulling up right now. So y'all got to be on the live, and y'all like, oh, y'all out there, we pulling up, because that got to be what's going on, because y'all pulling up. Hey, who made that food run? I could have sworn motherfucker when they got some snacks or something. All right, man, I'm in the lecture, man. I'm going to let them work all that out. Peace, Goddess, how you doing? Oh, wait, okay, well, Goddess was just, well, you did just say you was finna pull up. I seen your comment on live when you said you was pulling up. I seen you say that. You got to say hi to live. You know I'm still live teaching. How you doing, Goddess?
I'm good.
Get some love. Bring it in. We just giving them this lecture. Just giving them this lecture on the truth about Queen Elizabeth. You know, she just transcended the other day. Well, left. So.
What?
Yeah. Queen Elizabeth. This was the nurse in the video, y'all. When she, you know, she was acting like she was being vaccinated. But yeah, we out here though. Let me finish giving y'all this download though. What's up? I did just see you on the live and say you finna pull up though.
Yeah.
So what's up?
Yes.
We out here.
Yes, out here.
So look, right? We back to the lecture, okay? So, we gotta stay on electricity right now, cause I like how God said I thought energy couldn't die. I had to pin that because that's a good. We in class right now. That was a good question. That was a good. I appreciate that because we got to get it down so you can understand what just happened with Queen Elizabeth. Okay, so understand the atmosphere you're on. This is planet Kai. You need neuromelanin to use to be able to communicate, to network, to act. You have a lot of power on this planet in abundance, right? But you will need neuromelanin. It's the key to connect with nature. Without neuromelanin, you have no connection to nature, and nature is the planet. Okay, nature is the planet. Okay. So, now, human beings, they only have one life. They only get one. So this is why they thought us to believe we only get one life. Okay? Now, let me explain to you why human beings only have one life. Because of the atmosphere, and they only have a spirit, which is electricity. But it's synthetic electricity. They don't have the pure plasma energy type electricity that we have. Because remember, when they were created, Zeus gave them their electricity. He didn't go to source and get the electricity. The electricity that's in Zeus or Satan and all the fallen gods that we now call fallen angels, they got the same electricity in them that we got in us because we all got all the Anunnaki gods, your black and Latino people up to date. We got all our electricity from source. The human beings didn't get that, so they only live once. This is why they started spreading that bullshit on us. Exactly. You only live once, one life only. Because when you took on that concept, that spell, when you accepted that spell, when our people accepted the spell that we only live once, that allowed fear to come in, which is another what? Fallen angel. Okay? So human beings only get one life. Why? Because it's a metaphysical thing. They lack a soul and they lack neuromelanin. They have a spirit. They are single-celled organisms. Meanwhile, you have trillions of cells in your body. Okay? They only have one cell. Okay? Understand the science of the difference between gods and humans. Now, Queen Elizabeth is not a god or a human being. Okay? Queen Elizabeth and the royals are not human beings at all. They are reptilians. Okay? Now, what are reptilians? You have a lot of different type of reptilians, all right? But the exact breed of reptilian that Queen Elizabeth comes from, they are called the Alpha Draconian reptilians, and they come from the Draco star system, or the Draco constellation, or the Draco galaxy. Okay, demigods are 9 ether beings. Right? Anytime you mix the God gene with anything, it dominates that. Okay, we are the dominant gene. So if a god has sex with a white woman, their baby will be a 9 ether being. Because our gene is dominant. The white gene is recessive. Okay? I'm giving you science. Our gene is dominant, their gene recessive. So, you have to understand that this is why the human beings, the hierarchy human being, that's the only reason they made segregation legal. Because they don't know shit. So once they start learning that, hold on, if we actually allow these gods to have sex with, have babies and procreate with our women, through them we still live. This is why I be against interracial marriages, interracial relationships. Because they don't give a fuck about you. They're literally using your genetics to keep their gene living. It's breeding. It's called breeding. Okay? It's called breeding. All right? It's called breeding. So, understand that concept. Now let's get to the royals. The royals are not human beings. They are reptilians. Okay? You have a lot of different reptilians, but they are from the Alpha Draconians. So the Alpha Draconian reptilians they stand from anywhere from, like I said, they can be from 10 feet tall to as big as 25, 30 feet tall. They are the dominant reptilian race species. They are the dominant reptilian race amongst the reptilian species. Okay? They are called Alpha Draconians. Because you got people, reptilians, but they don't understand. They're not tapped in the source, so they trending. They just going off what's trending. You tell them to break down the different, how many species of reptilian race is it? They can't even tell you. They can't name the different reptilian species and what planets they own and what's... So, they might not even know. You get what I'm saying? Queen Elizabeth and the royals, they are the Alpha Draconian reptilians. In the way they look, they the biggest of the reptilians, and they the strongest of the reptilians, and they are also the most sinister. So these alpha draconians are bullies. They're very low vibrational. Okay, they're very low vibrational, and they are the pirates of the cosmos. So they go planet to planet, hijacking planets for their resources, just like they did when they came here. It's all about the resources. Okay, so the royal family, this is another reason why they don't marry or have sex outside of them. If you know anything about the royals, nigga, yes, they are all related. So when you see Queen Elizabeth with her husband, that's her fucking cousin. That's her fucking brother. When you see Prince George and Prince him with her, that they be cousins, they be brothers, they be real family. And they have to have sex amongst each other because they have to keep the breed pure. Because they are a different species all together. So you have to understand why they practice incest. They are a different species altogether. So to keep their species in pure, they only have sex and marry amongst each other. The royals. A lot of people know that, but they didn't know why. I'm just telling you why. There's no such thing as reptilians naysayers out there. I'm just telling you why. Now, understanding that, if you understand that concept, if they reptilians, so why they look human? Because the reptilians, they like to shapeshift into the form of human beings so that they can move amongst us. Now, this goes back to electricity and magnetism. We have spirit and soul. The God race have spirit and soul. That's electricity and magnetism. So because we have electricity and magnetism, we are the divine being. We are the creative all. The alpha draconian reptilian can never shapeshift into a God physique. We being infinite intelligence, when we land on this planet, we can take on these avatars. You get what I'm saying? These avatars alone are powerful in technology. So we can go in them. We are infinite intelligence, luminous beings that we are. But the alpha draconian reptilians, when they come here, they have to take on a body to walk amongst us, but it can't be ours. So this is why they have to take on the weakest body, which is the human being body. And that's why they shapeshift into human beings. Okay? So this is the true reason why reptilians shapeshift into human beings. So this is why when you see people like, you have people trying to call me a reptilian. And I'm just laughing like, nigga, you don't know shit about the reptilians. I taught your ass about them. And I never even did full lectures on all the different species of reptilian. And here your snake ass go, like I said in the song, taught your ass how to talk, and now you turn around and snake a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm teaching you God talk, and now you want to take the God talk I'm teaching you and try to use it against me. That's why it didn't work. But you had a person trying to be a teacher. I ain't going to give him no clout. And he started a rumor last summer that I was a reptilian. Right? But that's not even the science of how it works. A reptilian you can't even take on this avatar unless you are an Anunnaki god or goddess. You have to be infinite consciousness to take on these vessels. A reptilian can only shapeshift into a human being. A reptilian can't even shapeshift into a goddamn demigod. This is a genetic thing. You know, you nigga jump all over the science just to say some shit on the internet. And then go live and still wonder why they got only 9 viewers. Like, come on, man. Teach us, man.